to cram pack here in about 8 minutes, a short lesson I did in East Coast Swing today for the workshop. It's a beginner intermediate level East Coast swing, and I'm going to walk through some basic technique things first. Some of the things that perhaps you don't usually get when you're out doing classes or lessons in large clubs or other locations like that. The first and most important thing about the East Coast swing, and the triple rhythm, by the way, is what we're talking about here. Not single or double, but triple rhythm East Coast swing. One of the most important aspects of this dance is the rhythm concept and the technique concept that applies to the rhythm. The rhythm is a 1, a 2, 3, a 4, 5, 6. Now you may hear this referred to as 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, or you may hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever the case may be, they're all the same. The concept that I'm going to try to instill in you here in this class is how you apply the true swing rhythm that comes out of the music that we're dancing to the footwork and the body movement. The actual movement of the step pattern itself is a slow, quick, slow. If you were to listen to, for example, the rhythm section in the band and the drums playing, you would hear something like that's a slow, quick, slow motion. I hope you picked that up on the camera. Here's what happens with that. It's like a pendulum that swings. If you look up the definition of swing in the dictionary, it'll talk about a pendulum. And up here on the pendulum top part, it's long and narrow, and down here it's round. And that's what this is down here, the part that actually swings. The pendulum doesn't look like it's moving. How we do that, the footwork here, is we stand. I'm going to show the man's part here and then turn around and show the lady's part. And I have Linda here to help me. Linda D. Ford, by the way, and she's going to jump in here and show some of these patterns here also. The first part of this pattern is a triple going to my left side, lady's right side. I'll do the man's part here first. My right leg is locked, and I do what's called a dig step by stepping to the side 6 to 8 inches. This is the 1. The leg stays straight. I come up on to the left, leaving the knee bent, bringing the right in, and then back across on the left. And then I rotate the hip, pop the hip from this side to my left side, from my right to my left. That's the man's side. And then this leg locks and this knee becomes relaxed. I bring the leg in and then I do my triple back. Triple back, same thing. So the opposite side works the same. So what we have working is what I've heard some teachers, and if you're listening, Carrie Hill, I think you used to, Carrie Lucas, by the way, I'm sorry, you used to call this a Chester motion, where you step to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your rock step comes into play. You bring your left foot back. The ladies would be the right foot. Bring the left foot back, rock back, keep your nose over your toes, shift your weight back on your left and forwards on your right. Bring your foot back into place and start on your 1 again. The lady side for that pattern would be like this. Stepping to the side on my right, 1, 2, in with my left, shifting my weight, then back on 3, 4. I go back on my right. Don't pass your foot real far past your left foot. About, if you can see this in the camera, I don't usually go beyond the foot very far, if at all, into the heel area of my foot on my rock step. Rock back, and then I step forwards, bringing the foot back into the start position again for my 1. Now the 1 is the process of moving out. 1, 2, and when I finish this pattern, here's your 5, 6. When I finish the pattern on the 6, I come back into the start position, and I don't come out here. Some people might want to go 5, 6, 1. You don't want to do that. You want to go 5, 6, bring your hip into place, shift the weight, and back into here so you can go out on count 1. You can move out on 1 rather than be there already. Let me do this with Linda, and you can see the lady's foot work and the man's foot work. Okay, we're going to step to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Keeping the hands level and keeping the arms in here quiet. The lady pushes and you pull. We both have what's called equal resistance. I push into the palms, the lady pushes, and I push on 5, and we pull on 6. So we push on 5, we pull in on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the basic technique for the foot pattern. Now, the same thing applies in the closed position of dance. In closed position of dance, one slight variation. The hands drop down below the waist. You come in, rather than square on, you come in with a slight V to one another. Drop the hands down. The man's right hand should come down into the small of the lady's back around here. Okay, and then you lean into this step, dig in on the 1, dig into the floor, and 5, 6. Now on the rock step here, you come around behind a little bit, 5 and 6, like almost a 5th position dance. Okay, this is 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now those are your 2 basic start positions and basic dance patterns. Now let's go back to the closed, and we're going to use a release break to come out of this. A release break happens after the 5, 6. Very slowly, the hand comes up, the lady comes in, she can do a touch step, a triple step, or a syncopation, but we won't get into that now. This is the 1, 2, comes out, 2, excuse me, let's come back and do this again. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tuck, 1 step, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Okay, try this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tuck, turn, triple step, rock, step. Okay? The next pattern. Next pattern is an underarm pass. What you might want to think about doing, gentlemen, is when you do an underarm pass, and a lot of people do this, they will do a lady's turn rather, and he won't go anywhere. He will just turn her in place, and they don't change. What you want to do is you want to bring her by your right side. You want to triple to the side, turn, and you change places with her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A straight, simple underarm pass. Okay, that's one pattern. I'm going to put several patterns together and then dance them so you can see them done to music. Okay, the next pattern after the underarm pass, let's do a basic, is a man's, I call this a brush off. Some people call this a what? Waist roll. A waist roll. I call this a brush off. The lady brushes off of the man. You turn around, switch hands right to right. Okay. Now from the waist roll, you can do another turn for the lady, another underarm pass, but rather than left with the left hand lead, you do it with the right hand lead. You switch hands on that waist roll, guys. You bring your arm across the top. You do a triple to your left, triple, triple, switch hands right to right. Now you're going to do another pass, only you're going to bring the lady, she's going to step and turn. On the 1, 2, you turn. On the 3, 4, switching your hands behind your back. On the 3 or 4, and come out on your 5, 6. That put together looks like this from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a tuck and a turn and a rock, step, an underarm pass, and a waist roll or brush off. Okay, and another lady's underarm turn with a man's left turn, switching hands behind the back. Now, do another inside turn and close. Right back where you started. Let's do that much to music, and we've got that whole set that we'll do another pattern we did in class today for the benefit of those people that took the workshop. Okay, here we go. And there's your pattern, your basic beginner patterns. All right, those are your basic beginner patterns. Now, I'm going to demonstrate two of the patterns that we did in class today. One is called a zigzag, relatively simple pattern. Guys, it's a little bit more difficult with the hat on. I'm going to do it with the hat on right now, just so you can see that it can be done. What you do on the zigzag, I'll walk through, forget the footwork for a second, I'm going to walk through the upper body movement. You're going to hang on with both hands. You're going to raise the right hand, bring the lady by your right side, pass by her right side, and walk straight on the 1 or 2. You're going to keep walking straight on the 3 or 4. Bring the left hand up on the 5 and 6. Okay, and you have reversed your hands. Now, I'm not going to explain how the hands got there yet. Okay, so one more time. The zigzag is bringing the right hand across, up, over, drop it on your shoulder, bring the left hand up, and step out, and you'll be stepping out on your rock step. Okay, here's how that looks with motion. Triple, here's the basic, here comes the zigzag. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Now the hands are crossed. The lady's right hand and the man's right hand is on top. And so that's how you got there. And don't try to get there unless you learn this, taking them down here and doing it until you're used to the pattern. So one more time, we do, let's just go right into it. We go right into a zigzag by guy stepping forward, bringing the lady by his right side on 1, 2, the hand over his head, the 3 of 4, the other hand, and then rock out on the 5, 6. Okay, now to come out of this, I'm just going to do a lady's turn to pass by my right side. Let's change sides here so that they can see this. To come out of this pattern, I'm going to bring the lady by my right side, and she's going to do a turn on the 3 of 4. So we do 1, 2, the hands come up, 3 of 4, and 5, 6, and we've changed sides back. Let's do those two patterns back to back. Here's a basic. Here comes the zigzag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're back where we started. Let's do those two sets of music real quick. And we got one more pattern to go. A basic. Here's the zigzag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, very good. All right, excuse me now. The last pattern we're going to do is called a sailor shuffle. This requires a little bit of travel. We don't have enough room in here to show this way. It should be done, but I'm going to demonstrate it anyway. Let's come over here on this side. We'll go towards the camera the best we can. This is done in the closed position of dance, and it's done by doing we first come in and do a basic. We do a rock, step. Now right here, starting on the 1 and 2, we're starting to lean our shoulders into a line that we're going to travel on. We do a triple to the side, the lady and the gentleman, on the first 1 of 2. 1, 2, we turn, and we do 3 of 4, coming in back to back, taking the lady's hand. Now we are back to back, literally. The lady takes her right foot, the gentleman takes his left foot, and we kick towards that line we just traveled on, pointing our toe. And then we do a hook and a twist, and we triple back. Triple to the side back, and triple to the side back. And then we kick in on 5, 6, and 5, and swing on the 6 into the sailor shuffle. Now, non-stop, here's how that works. I'll explain how many sailor shuffles we're going to do. Non-stop, we travel down the line on the 1, 2, and the 3, 4. We do a kick, hook, back on 1 or 2, and 3, 4, kick on 5, swing around behind on 6, and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8 with a rock step. And that's the entire pattern. Now that sailor shuffle, if you have not done that, it's a little bit complex. It's called the sailor shuffle because it has a swaying motion much like on a ship. When the ship is in a tumultuous type of rocking motion, right? And how that happens is the 1 comes around, that's the lady's right, gentleman's left. The 1 is around, 1, the comes out, and 2, you shift the weight back on 2. Then you're ready to come back on the opposite side on the 3 and 4. So you're behind, side, back, behind, out, together. That's not together. Behind, out, and change your weight. Behind, out, change. Behind, out, change. Behind, out, change. Done with both hands up into the middle part of the chest area so that what's showing is the swing motion. And you want to do 8 counts of these to keep it consistent, and then your rock step. Of course, the lady could follow more if you did more. Let's do that pattern to music, and we think we have the whole set we did in class today.
Start back here?
Yeah. Now, travel a lot if you can. Rock step, triple. All right, great. Now let's put all of that together. We will put that entire set, beginner patterns, and this intermediate level pattern together and dance it for you. And excuse me for bending over. I have to rewind the tape here. You ready? Are you ready? Here's the entire beginner set. of patterns. We talked about technique and footwork. We're going to try to execute that technique properly for the benefit of you people watching the tape here, and we'll throw in those 2 patterns we did for the intermediate level. A basic with a tuck and turn, an underarm pass, and then the zigzag is last. Thank you very much, and thank you.
Again, the whole combination looks like this. Rock step, touch step, hitch and step, triple step, 1, 2, fix the hands, triple step, 1, 2, hitch and cross, swivel, swivel, hitch and step, triple step, sugar push, point and cross, kick and step, rock step. And that is swing syncopations, ladies and gentlemen. We started with a rock step, and we're going to call that a 1, 2. We're going to do a 1, 2. And ordinarily we would do a 3 and 4, 5 and 6. However, you can replace the triple step timing with a touch step. This is called double time. And we do a touch step. Okay? Then we taught that you can do a hitch and step rather than a rock step. So we would do a hitch and step. That's a kickball change. So here's what we have so far. Rock step, touch step, hitch and step. We do a triple time, triple step. Now we go into a West Coast swing basic sugar push, and we do a walk, touch, step, triple step. Now what we're going to do is, actually what we should have done there is, as she came in, we're going to change the hand position to this. We're going to grab the hands like this, touch, step, triple step. This is setting us up for our next pattern, which will be a 1, 2. I'll turn the girl, touch, and cross, and then I'm going to lead a swivel, 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 swivel. Coming out of this, I'll set the girl back with a hitch and step, triple step, triple step. We're going to do one more combination. 1, 2, another touch and cross, but to keep the timing the same, we'll do another hitch and step. And now we're ready for either a walk or a rock step. So we do a rock step and start all over. Again, the whole combination looks like this. Rock step, touch step, hitch and step, triple step, 1, 2, fix the hands, triple step, 1, 2, hitch and cross, swivel, swivel, hitch and step, triple step, sugar push, point and cross, kick and step, rock step. And that is swing syncopations, ladies and gentlemen.
Some swing moves, intermediate swing moves that we did in the workshop earlier. One of the moves that we did, we call a wrap and rotate. And the move looks like this. Rock, step, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, walk, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. When you get into the wrap, you want to remember that you need space between you, and you don't keep the hand up in the lady's face. Your hand's down here. You want a little space between you. You don't want to be leaning, you don't want to be crowded, and you don't want to be in a knot. So a little space keeps a good posture. All right, we start that when she comes to me after the rock step, I start to turn to face her. She backs right into my arm, and then she's moving backward and I'm moving forward against an invisible point between us. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, walk. You can use this to build up a lot of momentum. We normally do a double spin out of this. You can do any number you want, and you can do a free spin or hold on. Rock, step, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, walk, and a free spin. Or the same move, holding on with the man's left hand. Walk, walk, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. Okay? One more time. When she comes to me, my footwork is I'm going to start around an invisible point. I don't pull her around me, an invisible point between us. So I'm stepping 1 and 2 around in a circle. And if I choose to build up momentum, I can build it up as I go. Walk, walk. And I spin her out on the 1 and 2, either holding on with the right hand or holding on with the left hand. Holding on with the right hand, I've got to do a free spin there. Okay. Now we took this a step further. This is a move that we learned in Tallahassee, Florida from Miss Sue Boyd, and we don't have a name for it, so we call it Sue's move. But the move looks like this. Rock, step. I start her into a wrap. I turn and go to her waist with my right hand. It looks like I'm reaching for this hand, but I'm not. Go to her waist. I take 2 steps forward. The gentleman takes a walk, walk, while the lady takes 1 step forward, turns and steps 1 step backward into my arm. Walk, walk. Okay? So the first part is going into a wrap, but as soon as I get her into the wrap, before she ever gets tight into that wrap, I turn loose with my right hand. Rock, step, 1 and turn loose, 2. I've got to put my right foot over there. 3 and 4, and I step into her. My hand is here. Now I'm going to walk around her with 2 steps forward. Remember, she's going to take 1 forward and 1 back. Walk, walk. Now we're going into something very similar to what we just did with the wrap and rotate. But this arm is not in the best of places now. Also for show, to get attention, she's going to throw this arm over my head as we step off on 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, walk, walk, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, walk, walk. When you're doing your spins, if you're going to hold on with that hand, if the lady's spinning clockwise, if you make a little cup and you put your hand in it, then you're not playing handsies. You don't have to do a lot of hand changes. Anytime the lady's spinning counterclockwise, she makes a little heel of her right hand up and makes a little cup, and the man puts his fingers down in it. And then you can do a lot of moves, a lot of doubles and triples without having to worry about the hands. Okay, one more time. We're going to start with a rock step. Rock step. Now I've already committed myself to this side, so she has no doubt I'm leading, and I'm going this way to make sure she comes to this side of me. I'm leading with this left hand now. I bring her in a wrap so it won't be confused with another move, but then I turn loose. I'm holding on to her. She's not holding on to me. 1 and 2. I've gotten as far as I can there. This foot has to go over here. 3 and step into her on 4. Walk, walk over the head with 1 and 2, 3 and 4, walk, walk. And the whole move looks like this. Rock, step, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, walk, walk, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, walk, walk, 2, 3 and 4, walk, walk. What was the other one we did yesterday? Okay, the other one is a hairbrush. The hairbrush looks like this. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. You'll find your swing position should be down here. But occasionally you may want to go up here to help to catch the lady. That's okay, then just go back to here. There are times you're going to want to be here, but the normal swing position is here. Most of the time you will be here. You will return to this. Okay. Hairbrush, I've got left hands together, left hand's on top, right hand's on bottom. The key to the hairbrush is not to be this far away from her because I can't reach overhead. So on the rock step, on the step I go closer to her. Rock, close up. Now we don't have to get ourselves out of position to do this move. My left hand comes over, comes down, my right hand comes over, and her hand goes to my back. Then we open out, rock, step. Right, so that's a setup for this. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. Now she's going to step with her right foot in front of me just a moment before she dips her head. If she ducks her head here and then steps, there's a good chance she's going to lose balance. She's going to duck her head and then step. Rock, step, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. Guys, you have to catch her when she comes out of this. When she comes out of this, and she comes around with her right foot. All right, she's going to step with her right and turn. Be strong right here. Catch her right here. You also will catch here and go back to here. This is even more important in the doubles. And the doubles, the key to the double is to push off the man's back. And you have to catch the lady. And she has to know whether you're doing a single or double, because you have to make a nice arch that she can go under. And you got to leave it so she can go under the second time. And then when she comes out, you catch her and give her support. And she comes out right here. Okay? So the whole move with the single would look like this. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, close up. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, open out, under, and rock, step. Okay? And with the double, it would look like this. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, step. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, open out, and a double, rock, step. The biggest problem that the ladies will have is when they step from here to here, their next step, they have to pivot on the ball of that right foot, and the next step is over here. They're pivoting. They're stepping and turning. And some of the ladies are stepping through their spins, and when they step here, their next step is back over here. And they can't do that. So you have to take your whole body over your feet, keep your weight over the support leg, and now your whole body's over here. You don't try to stick this foot out and then catch up with it. You step out, start spinning, and come back up. So the keys, don't duck your head until you get there. You can look down a little bit. Now she ducks her head. A good arch for her to go under. A good catch here when she comes out of this. And a push off the back helps. Okay? And the other thing to remember is, for your execution, you don't want to be doing this number. You want to close up. And then you've got good posture straight up and down. 3 and 4, rock, step. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. And then go back to your basic swing. Okay, thank you.
We're going to work through some advanced patterns today, and it's kind of a little bit different than a normal East Coast swing because we're going to sort of work in a slotted position. While we're working today, I want us to concentrate on keeping our footwork close together. I want us to try to make our 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and instead of a long lingering back step, I want us to concentrate on a short back step. The gentleman will be stepping back on his left foot, lady stepping forward with their right. Okay, as the gentleman step back, I want a nice short back step and coming forward. That's going to keep everything nice and close together. We want to avoid the long lingering back steps because we want to be able to use all of our patterns. The pattern that we're going to do today can actually be broken down into 2 or 3 areas. It's a pattern that I've been doing with a while, and I've had a lot of requests for it. It does incorporate an 8-count step. So we're going to be very careful in using the extra 2 counts in our 6-count swing, East Coast swing being a 6-count swing. We're going to be counting our swing today in 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. When we count our 8 counts, we're going to count it 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. Everything counts. Your and is a weight change, and I want you to consider that. As you make an and, like 1 and 2, 1 and 2, I want to make those weight changes happen, and I want us to pay very close attention. We're going to find out if we do take smaller steps, this pattern is going to be much easier to do. We're going to go ahead and start this in an open hand position. Gentlemen, I want you to concentrate on having your fingers, letting the ladies just sort of drape their finger right across your middle finger and bringing your thumb over to the top of their hand. You're going to find that you have very much control on this. And ladies, I want you to be steady through the chest area because like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be working in an East Coast swing, but as in going in a circular pattern while we're doing this, we're going to be working in a slotted position. Adds a little texture into there. I like to say it puts a little attitude into your dance. We're not going to say that you have to do it East Coast, this in a slotted pattern, but that's how we're going to demonstrate it. The patterns that we're going to show today, I'm going to go ahead and run them all together for you, and then we're going to go ahead and break them down step by step. I'm going to start us out with 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. And 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. We're asking to do a double spin on that back shot right there, or what I call a gravity move, and the carpet is kind of hectic right here, so as you're doing it on wood, you'll find that that double spin is much easier to achieve. As I said earlier, we're going to start out with our basic pattern in an open hand position. The first 6 counts is going to be 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. If you notice my footwork right there, nice short steps, we stayed nice together. We're keeping our spacing very much together right here. We're going to avoid this open and shut on this particular pattern. I want everything. This is an advanced pattern. You're going to find as you're doing advanced patterns, comparing them to beginner patterns, you go from pattern to pattern. I say 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, you'll do a pattern in there. When you're working with more advanced moves, you're going to be going from weight change to weight change. And that's very important. You'll find that you open yourself a brand new door in country western dancing. You get to use, instead of a certain amount of 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 basic patterns, during that specific pattern you get to open it up, and each weight change has its own specific purpose. So we're going to concentrate on weight changes. Dancing is balancing from one foot to the other in rhythm to music. Now what we're going to be, the rhythm that we're working with here is our swing rhythm. So that's what we're balancing from one foot to the other. Okay, like I said, we went ahead and took a nice short step. Now what we're going to do is we're going to draw the lady forward on our 1 and 2. Gentlemen, as you do this, I want this left hand to be maintained steady, because at the same time, 1 and 2, you're going to bring her forward and you're going to take her right arm. This is what I call a hand chaser right here, because her right arm is going over her left side, but we're going to wait for 3 and 4 before we chase it with the left hand. If we take both hands and draw them up, then we're going to have a problem. She's going to want to turn right on 1 and 2. Gentlemen, I want you to refer to this as I always look at it as a clutch and brake process. Just think of a car, okay? You have some pressure on her hand. You push it in, just like pushing the clutch in on a car, okay? The motor's still running. She's still dancing, but she's maintaining a stationary position. When you open up this hand, then she's able, you're letting the clutch out, the car's going to grab, and you're going to take off. So gentlemen, as you're bringing her forward, I want you to keep just a slight bit of pressure, and she's going to say, okay, well, he's holding me here. He's maintaining pressure. That means he must be wanting me to stay stationary. It's an indication. Ladies, I want you to go in the area of least resistance. That's following the leads right there. So we're going to bring her forward 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Gentlemen, slightly stepping off to her right side, sending her right arm up to her left side. That was 1 and 2. Now as 3 and 4 happens, gentlemen, your weight should be on your left foot. You're going to chase it with the left hand over the top. 3 and 4. And that put us in a double cross arm position right here. Now we're going to do a basic back step, or 5-6. 5-6. Okay, now ladies, I want you to be steady through here. If you find that when he brings you back on that back step and you let these arms get noodly, go ahead, Rhonda, and give us a little bit of flex in there. He has no control over you right there. Ladies, I want you to keep a little bit of steadiness. I'm not looking for rock solid stiffness, but I want you to be in control right here. As he back steps you, 5-6. Okay, now that 5-6 has a little bit more to do than a back step for the gentleman. Gentlemen, I want you to try to motivate yourself off to her left side the best you can on that 5-6. You're stepping back on your left, 5. I want you to step hard forward on this right 6. And you're going to be starting to make a left-hand turn to her right side. So the pattern's going to look like this right here. As I bring her through, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5-6. Okay, now I step forward. Now we're going into our 8-count pattern right here. I'm going to step around her backside 1 and 2, drawing her forward 1 and 2. Weight's going to the gentleman's left foot, and the ladies right here side by side. We did not lose any hand connection right there. Here's where we go into our 8 counts. Now, ladies, your weight is on your right foot. Okay, you've just stepped your 5-6, 1 and 2. Your weight's on your right foot. Now you're going to take 2 weight changes. Your 3-4. The gentleman's going to bring his hands over your head and loop them over your shoulder. That's 3. And it's just a cross arm, sort of like what I refer to as a Houston promenade, a back to belly right here. Ladies, I want that weight to be on that. You're going to change your weight on 3 over to your left foot. So we went from this position right here, side by side. Gentlemen's coming over, 3. Now 4, gentlemen, you're going to bring your weight up over the top, and now you're going to cross around her backside right here. Your arms are crossed now. Ladies, bringing your weight back over to your right foot. That incorporated 2 extra counts there. Now, ladies, all your weight's on your right foot right there, so you should be able to come around 5 and 6 to face your partner. Gentlemen, what you're going to have to do, ladies, I want you to be a little stiff through the shoulders, a little steady. As the gentleman lift up the shoulders, 5, he's going to spin her around to the right, and 6. And you're going to come down in your regular open position. Now we have to think about that 7, 8, and it's just the basic, your regular rock step, 5, 7, 8, stepping forward. That's 7, 8. So let's go through that 8 count pattern again, and then we'll be able to feel a little bit more comfortable about it. We're going to do our basic pattern first. It's nice to get started in a basic pattern so we have a starting point. It's not just dragging your partner, excuse me, that's a terrible word to use. We're not just indicating your partner right into the movement. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we've went through the first part. You could take that right there and you've just finished a pattern because we are in our regular rock step, and if I wanted to, I can take my partner and we can start dancing around and we're in a regular position right there. But we're going to add to it just a little bit, and we're going to do what I call a double arm crossover. Now we're going to bring our hands together. On that 7, 8, I want us to try to do this crossover right in here. 7, 8. It would be, come together, 7, 8. Because we're going to throw it all the arms over into double arm crossover. 1 and 2. Now I want us to make a half turn, or actually a quarter turn. Gentlemen is going to be turning to the left. Ladies are going to be turning to the left. Okay, so as we make this turn from a regular open hand position, we've crossed over, and that shows this throws a little flash into it because it gets our momentum going so our arms come up. Gentlemen, I want you to be aware of your hat brim in the back. As your left hand comes over, if you have a large brim or if you have a hat at all, I want you to pay attention to that to come over the back side to make sure you clear that hat. If you don't, we all know what's going to happen, and it's not a funny sight, especially when the judges are watching you do this particular pattern. So we've just finished it, our 7, 8, 7, 8. We're coming forward. Now we're going to make that quarter turn to the left, each of us, and we're going to bring our arms over the shoulders. 1 and 2. Okay, now on 3, we're going to release the hand over each other's neck, but we're not going to drop the hands that are crossing. We're just going to bring them down to a style. Bring your hand on down to a style. That's 3, and we're going to bring our left arms, both of our right arms straight up in the air, and there's a reason for this. 3 and 4. Okay, and we want to do this. We're trying to get a little attention right here. Now we're just going to do us a basic 5, 6 back step in a styled position. I want our hands to be in particular, and we're just going to 5, 6, 5, 6. As we draw up, let's go ahead and go through that pattern again, just so we have a nice feel of it. Now, that's a basic pattern all in itself right there, too. We are in a cross-arm position, but we can come out of that at any time we like to. So let's just go ahead and cross our arms. We did 7, 8, and you're ready to step to your 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and we're styled here. We're just going to do a nice basic back step, 5, 6. We're going to avoid, now we're already extended slightly. We want to avoid being this far out and dragging our back step into a position like this. This is a very cumbersome feeling right there. So we're going to stay nice and short, and our 5, 6 will be 5, 6. Now, gentlemen, I want you to have that clutch push in, and I want you to pull your partner to you, indicating her to come to your body. Now, as this happens, I want you to step slightly off to a right and extend your right hand to take her right hand. Now we're going to go into what we call a back-to-back or a Houston Promenade style position. Gentlemen, as you bring her forward, this is your 1 and 2. Bringing her forward, 1 and 2. You're exactly back to belly right here. Now, gentlemen, I want you to take her right arm with your right arm and take it over her top of her head and over the top of your head, 3 and 4. And we're going to end up in a position something like this right here. Now the gravity move comes into effect, and gentlemen, you're just going to, ladies, I want you to think that your right hand weighs about 25 pounds. As the gentleman releases it with his right hand, you're going to let it fall. Guys, be quick because you're going to take it back right as it falls down right here. That was 5. You hit on 5. That means there's a back step right there. 5. Ladies should be stepping back on their right foot just as they normally would. And then we're going to bring it up for, we're going to preset for a whip, 6. At that same time, gentlemen, I want you to release your left to left and put you in a styling position right here. So in order for us to get to that position right here, we are left to left on a back step. let me put you back over here, honey. We got our back step, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. The ladies should set to whip right here because she's fixing to do that double spin. Let's talk about that double spin for the ladies just for a minute right here. All her weight should be hard on her left foot because she's fixing to step to 1. Now, I'm wanting Rhonda to stay directly in back of me while this happens. Let's take a look at the foot pattern on that. Now, the ladies, you can do what we call a paddle turn on that. That's going to make you rotate on your left foot only. Your weight's on your right and you're stepping forward to your left and you're bringing your right foot around. A paddle turn is you're going to make your weight changes, but you're going to be pivoting on your left foot. And you're going to use 1 and 2, 3 and 4 to make this happen. Now, depending on how advanced your spin skills are, you might be able to throw a 3 in there. That's fine. You can adapt this pattern to it how you like to. Or you might be able to do the conventional spin, just changing your weight. 5, 6. We're going to go ahead and show you that paddle turn. You gentlemen step back on the, ladies step back on their right foot. As they come around, they're going to step 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Their weight's back on their left foot, and then they get to do their 5, 6. Pivoting on that left foot keeps them directly in back of the gentleman. Okay, guys. We're not going to get out of any spins on this. If you notice while I was sending Run a little earlier, on 3 and 4, the gentlemen are going to do a spin. Just a single spin. It's a pirouette spin, and we're going to set up on the 1 and 2. Now, we've just finished our 5, 6 from our previous pattern, and we're sitting right here. Gentleman's left foot hard back, and the weight's heavy on the right foot. Your 1 and 2, gentlemen, is going to be, you're going to do your 1 step in back. Normally, you would bring your 1 step to the side. You're going to bring your 1 step in back, 1 and 2. You're going to do a quarter turn on that 2, and that's going to set your momentum, sending your weight to your left foot, and that pirouette turn is going to bring you on a 3/4 turn, and you're going to be right back in the same position you started with. Gentlemen, let's look at that one more time. Your weight's on your right foot. You did your 5, 6. 5, 6. Your weight's hard on your right. You're going to keep your left foot back, and you're going to do your 1 because we just sent her. We're sending her on 1. Once we send her on 1, we must pay attention to the rhythm of the music because she's going 1 and 2, 3 and 4. On 3 and 4, we've got to rotate also just so we can come out and do our 5, 6 together. So it would be 1 and 2. Remember that quarter turn, gentlemen. Now your weight's coming hard to your left foot, and all I want you to do is pirouette around. Gentlemen, you're going to point your right foot, and you're going to keep your foot on the floor because you have some control right there. You have a little push right here as your weight's coming around, and you're going to be able to drag your foot and bring your weight to your right foot so that you can make your back step in the regular manner. Ladies, you're just going to do your 1 and 2. Gentlemen, on 3 and 4, let's have that right hand out there because your partner's fixing to do a back step and you want to be able to do it with her. So she's going to 3 and 4. She should have finished her second spin at the same time you finished your single spin. And then you're going to 5, 6 together. And let's look at that particular pattern, and then we're going to go in and finish it out. We are left to left, and we've just done a 5, 6, and we are in a styled pattern. If you ladies, you got a hand flip in the skirt, you got to bring your hand on down through the side. You want to be a little sexy, you got a hair flip right in there. That's fine. Anything that you can do in that area to add momentum right there is excellent. We want the judges to watch us. We're fixing to do a killer pattern, and we want their eyes on us right now. Okay, so we're going to do our 5, 6, and I'm going to bring Rhonda around for that double back, what I call the gravity drop. 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. Gentlemen, there's no need to worry about looking back there. If she didn't make the pattern, she might be way over here, she might be way over there. That comes with practice. I want you to practice this move to make sure everybody's staying in one general location. To finish this out, we're going to do a hand change, and I just call this a transition move. It's more of an intermediate move. Instead of me just turning around, releasing her right hand, and taking it with my left hand, we're going to attempt something a little bit more stylish than that. Gentlemen, you're going to bring her forward 1 and 2, and you're going to put her right hand right on your belt buckle. You're going to bring your left hand to your belt buckle, and you're going to change your hand. Let's get a better camera view on this so we can see what we're doing right here. Okay, she is on the back side right here. As I bring her forward, I'm going to bring her right hand to my belt buckle and change it to my left. 1 and 2. We're keeping it inconspicuous right here. We don't want to see this hand change. Nobody wants to see this hand change. As she comes forward on 3 and 4, gentlemen, step hard off to her left and take this hand and give her a lead indication. If you have your middle finger across her palm of her hand and you put this thumb on the top and you push that palm out and shove the hand, well, bad term, not shove, but indicate to your partner you're putting the hand back there, the hand's going to go back there because the palm goes out, the elbow comes up, and the hand goes back. You're going to be able to use this in a lot. After this goes through, this gives her the momentum to make that right hand turn. And all she's going to do is just a regular pivot 1 and 2 to come forward. And gentlemen, you're going to release with the left hand, and you're going to pick her back up with the left hand because that's the hand that we need to be back in our open position. We're going to do our 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. Let's finish out the pattern on 6 to make sure that we are back in our closed position. That finishes out our pattern right there. If we sit back and not hook up on 5, 6, that means we're going to have to 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. We're going to we want to finish out our pattern and be in a closed position. Let's go through this pattern one more time, and I wish y'all luck with it. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. I want to thank you all for coming and joining us on video.
1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. 1 and 2, 4, rock, step. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, step, turn around, woo! Rock, step. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 with side rock. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. You can travel around, keep it straight, whatever you want. 3 and 4, rock, step. Again, my name is Jack. Start off in the closed position. Make sure that you got your W with your feet and that ladies, you put your right hand down. Gentlemen, curve your left hand over and keep your elbow up. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with a basic turn. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Gentlemen, face your partner. You're going to turn her, rock, step. We're going to go back to close and turn. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. We're going to open up. Now we're going to do a tuck turn by just touching and releasing. 1 and 2, we turn her. 3 and 4, and I catch her with a cross-handed handshake position. Rock, step. From here, I'm going to pull her straight toward me on 1 and 2 so she catches up with me. 1 and 2. I'll put my left hand on her shoulder and I'm going to turn her. 3 and 4, and then we're going to do a rock step. Rock, step. From here, we're going to do our nice crossover prances here. We're going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4. Your head position can be look forward, or you can just do look at her all the way. All right, so we've done our 4 prances. 1, 2, 3, 4. From here we're going to do a kick. Kick, cross in front. Careful not to step on your partner. From here, then we're going to turn. 7 and 8, 9, 10, you do a body roll. Then we're going to do a rock step. Now you're going to do a left side pass with the lady. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. The important part here is that we pull her to her right and our left for side rock, rock, step. Get your wash your dress right here on camera real quick. From the rock step, we're going to pull her out to a syncopated move. 1 and catch, 2, 3 and 4. Do it again. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Now a free spinner. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Right back to close. I'll do the whole thing real quick for you. It looks like this. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Rock, step. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Rock, step. 1 and 2, 4. Rock, step. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, step, turn around, woo! Rock, step. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 with side rock. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. You can travel around, keep it straight, whatever you want. 3 and 4, rock, step. Again, my name is Jack.
For you. We did, starting in closed position. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step and step, cross, step, cross, then double time, and a basic, then The ladies inside turn, guys turn, a hand change, prep, both turn, and back to open. So slowly, what that look like, actually. Can we do it one more time to demonstrate from a different direction? What it should look like is 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock step coming at you, turn, at, cross, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock step, inside, outside, change hands, prep, both turn, and rock step. So the first part was, everybody knows, just a basic 360 or a 180 in closed dance position. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock step. Guys, we talked about framework here. You've got to stop what the lady's doing. We want her to step 1 and 2. Then we're going to cross 3 and 4. Then we're going to step again 5 and 6, 7 and 8. From here, we're going to do double time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What we talked about was not having much movement with your left hand, guys. Excuse me. Your steps are keeping your left hand straight, and the lead for the cross comes from my right hand. Do not pull the lady into you like this with your left hand. All I want to do is give her a little bit of pressure here so she's going to actually step forward and cross with that left foot. The fast ones. 1, 2.
Stay on the balls of your feet.
5, 6,
Keep your feet
7,
close
8.
together.
From here, after the last double time swivel, we did a basic in a circle, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock step. From here, I called this out for you, leading at the end of the rock step, the lady's going to come counterclockwise, in between, my left hand's going to come in between both of us, 1 and 2.
The guy's moving around me as I'm turning.
On 3 and 4, guys, I'm going to turn toward my left, under my left arm, bringing the lady around me. 3 and 4, and we're going to rock step and change hands. Rock, step. From here, the ending part was leading the lady in and getting yourself prepped for a turn. 1 and 2, kind of like a shoulder tap, if any of you know shoulder taps. We're not doing that part. Now we're going to both turn away from each other. 3 and 4, and change hands back to an open position. And you could start all over again. If you ever get up in the Northern Virginia area.
First step was in closed dance position, triple step, I go to a two-hand pull on the second part. Triple step, hand change, and change triples forward, triple step, 1, 2, 3, 4. Triple step, and rock step. Our second one, had a little extra turning, again from a basic. Triple step, rock step. Triple step, rock step. The only thing that I pointed out in class to the guys is that make sure that they get around there. And ladies, you do need to do a clean pivot turn while you're doing your turn. Okay, and our last one was a little vaudeville kick. I take it into a two-handed hold, triple, rock step. Kick and cross and heel. It's okay. Rock step and heel, rock step. Okay, we'll do it again and break it down for you. Triple, rock step. Both of us do a kick and cross. Kick and cross. Now we step back and heel, rock step and heel to the other side. Rock step and heel, hold 6, but 7, 8. So we'll do it with timing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once again, my name is A.T.